What if you had a constitution for your life? Stress doesn't just come from big problems, it comes from 1,000 tiny decisions we make every single day. I've built a personal framework of life rules, not goals, but algorithms that run in the background and automate about 80% of my choices. They are my internal operating system for a calmer, more intentional life. Here are the 7 that have made the biggest difference. First up, rule number 1, no important conversations over text or email. Misunderstandings are costly. They waste time, they drain emotional energy, and they often lead to conflict that could have been avoided. If a topic is important, it deserves a voice or a face. A quick phone call, a video chat, anything is better than trying to interpret tone from a block of text. This single rule has saved me from countless potential arguments and cleared up so much confusion before it even started. Rule number 2 is a game changer for productivity. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Replying to that quick message, putting a dish in the dishwasher, hanging up your coat. These are the tiny tasks that pile up and create mental clutter. By dealing with them instantly, you prevent them from becoming a nagging to-do list in the back of your mind. Think of it as your brain's garbage collection system. It's constantly clearing out the small stuff so you have space for what truly matters. Rule 3 is about protecting your sanctuary. The bed is for sleep and intimacy only. No phones, no work, no doom scrolling. This one rule completely fixed my sleep hygiene. Our brains are all about association. When you work or scroll in bed, you teach your mind that this is a place for stimulation and anxiety. By creating a powerful psychological boundary, you signal to your brain that when your head hits the pillow, it's time to shut down and rest. I started by leaving my phone to charge across the room, and it made all the difference. Next, let's talk about managing information. Rule number 4, consume news only once a week from curated sources. The 24/7 news cycle is designed to provoke a reaction. It thrives on anxiety, outrage, and keeping you glued to the screen. Stepping away from that constant stream of information isn't about being ignorant. It's about being intentional. I choose 1 or 2 high-quality, long-form sources to catch up with on a Sunday. This gives me perspective instead of panic and allows me to understand the world without being overwhelmed by it. Rule number 5 is my secret weapon against impulse buying. Never debate a purchase on the same day I want it. That thrill of a new gadget or a cool piece of clothing is powerful, and it's easy to get swept up in the moment. My rule is simple. If I see something I want, I add it to a cart or a list and then close the tab. I set a reminder for 24 hours later. This forced waiting period separates genuine need or desire from fleeting impulse. You'd be amazed how often I revisit the item a day later and realize I don't really want it anymore. If I do, then it's a considered decision, not a reaction. Now for the foundational principles. Rule number 6 is always have a default option for recurring decisions. What's for lunch? What should I wear today? These seem like small questions, but the cumulative mental energy they consume is huge. So I have defaults. My default lunch is a specific healthy salad. My default work outfit is a variation of the same simple uniform. This isn't about being boring. It's about being strategic. By automating these low-stakes choices, I free up massive amounts of brain power for creative work and the decisions that actually move my life forward. And finally, the meta rule that holds it all together. Rule number 7. If a request misaligns with my core priorities for the quarter, the answer is no. At the start of every 3 months, I define the 2 or 3 most important goals I want to achieve. That's my compass. When a new meeting, project, or social invitation comes in, I don't ask, do I want to do this? I ask, does this align with my priorities? This makes saying no not a personal rejection, but a philosophical one. It's about protecting my direction and ensuring my time and energy are invested where they will have the most impact. Your rules will be different from mine, and that's the whole point. They should come from your own unique pain points. Look for the recurring decisions that drain you, the situations that consistently cause you stress, and create a simple, clear rule to automate them. The power isn't in my specific rules. It's in the act of having a system, your own personal constitution. Now, I want to hear from you. This is a community project. What's one of your non-negotiable life rules? Write it in the comments below. I'm going to be collecting the most powerful and insightful ones, and I'll feature and analyze the best in a dedicated follow-up video for our entire community. So be sure to subscribe to be part of this project. You might see your rule featured, and you'll get more frameworks for intentional living every single week. Thanks for watching.